save your money. Save your money, nurses. Stay tuned. Coming to you to tell you how you can make a lot of money in nursing. I believe the other YouTubers, nursing YouTubers, will tell you. Some say you can make 6 figures. I'm not here to tell you because everybody works differently. You know, they always say nurses have a lot of money, nurses this, but where is the money? I'm here to tell you to save that money. Point blank. Save that money, nurse. And you need to save it now. If looking back, if I had started when I first got into nursing, I would probably be a 6-figure woman. I would probably be able to stay home, not work, and just do whatever I like. But I'm not. To be honest, I cannot come here and tell you that I make 6 figures. I can't tell you I'm at the top of my food chain. I can do this and I could do that. I'm living high and mighty. No, this is not this kind of story. I want you to understand that, you know, let me tell you why I came up with this idea to do this video. I went to a funeral the other day. A nurse had passed away. And I was thinking about this a lot after the funeral because they had to take a GoFundMe to bury her. Her family and friends had to start a GoFundMe. I don't know anything about GoFundMe. If someone can explain it to me and let me understand, because lately everybody's wanting to do a GoFundMe. And they do GoFundMe for everything. So it bothered me. This nurse been a nurse longer than I. She's been a nurse over, I would say over 50 years, because nursing, you never get to retire unless you want to retire. You can work as long as you want, so long as you got it up here. You can think for yourself, and you're strong enough to take on whatever task in nursing. There's different fields in nursing. You don't have to be on the floor. If you pass 50, you can do any kind of nursing. But this is not what I'm getting into. And I was wondering, this is someone that's been in nurses, that been around, worked several jobs, and I know this person personally. So I know this person is a workaholic. So I figured she would have every stack of money just there and leave some for the kids. But it wasn't so. They had to take up a GoFundMe for her. And I thought about this. And I wanted to bring it to your attention, especially to the new grads. You're going to start out in nursing. You're going to make a lot of money, more money than you ever made when you were maybe a CNA, when you were not even a nurse. You may make 18. So if you can just, your paycheck, if you can just take $100, get a bank account. Credit, what they call it? Not a bank account that you can go to every day and take the money. You got to have a bank account that is far away, that you got to drive far to go deposit or drive far to withdraw the money. So you can have 2 bank accounts. One in your local area that you can do your business, your checking an account business, and a savings account that is distant away for you. So when you think that you have to just withdraw the money, you have to think twice. Just like they said, don't use credit card, use cash. It will make you think twice before you pay. And I talk about my friend, I talk about she was the best dressed. She had Louis, she had Gucci, she had Michael Kors, she had all the name brand pocketbook. I mean, you can't imagine the latest. pocketbook coming to work. Why? I don't know. So this was kind of shocked that they had to have a GoFundMe. Don't get me wrong, I'm not Miss Saveaholic. I don't have a lot of money, so don't look at me. I'm trying to tell you what my mistake was. My daughter, when my kids, not my daughter alone, when they want to get at me, when they want something out of me, they remind me of all the artworks that I have around my house that I waste money on. I don't see it as a waste, because when I want something, I'm going to get it either way. I hope that they would take the artwork and benefit them in the long run. But I wanted to come out here and say, it's easy to lose your money. But if you save $100 out of that paycheck, yeah, you have to pay your mortgage. Yeah, you have to pay your rent, your car payment. Just don't buy anything extra. And what I find that when I used to work a lot of hours, it seems like I was not saving, because the money was coming. Like I said, back in the days, the jobs were coming and I could just hop here, hop there and just work. And when the money, we are so sure of the money coming every week, and some people would pay me every day, the money just goes like that. So I just think that there's a lot of nurses, to be honest, they don't have a lot of money. They don't have any savings. They're just spending. I happened to go on a travel assignment, and it was so amazing. I was with a group of nurses, and we walked into the Louis Vuitton store. I had never went into a Louis Vuitton store because that's not me. In other words, I don't like all those bling bling, and I don't like to spend a lot of money on pocketbooks and stuff that gonna draw too much attention to me. And the nurses, they were just buying. They were buying. You would think they millionaires. One nurse bought at least 4 Louis Vuitton bags because the money was coming good. I'm like, good money. $100 an hour. That's what she said she made. Mother baby. And so she's bought it, and then the security guard kind of, first of all, when we walked in, Black, African Americans, whatever you want to call yourself, walk in the store, they look at you. You know, they always come at you like you didn't have no money. You wasn't gonna. I don't know if they were buying just to prove to this security guard that we got the money, but I was just looking. That little purse costs a lot of money, but they bought it. They ship it home. The salespeople were shocked that these nurses, well, they didn't know we were nurses, that we had that much money to splurge. And so I'm not saying this because you should splurge on yourself because we work so hard. I understand that. What I'm trying to say, that more so than ever, me being in nursing for such a long time, there's nurses that cannot save a penny. And I was one of those nurses. And so I wanted to tell you, start saving now. Save your money. At least if you can't save $500 out of your paycheck because your bills are so much, at least $100. Start with $50. It's very important. What should I say? I had developed this habit. I'm addictive. Yes, you heard me. I'm addictive. I was buying. All of a sudden, for me, when I like something, I can't just get one. If it comes in a set of 3, I gotta have all 3. And first, I was obsessed with these artwork. I love artwork. There's no space in my house for them anymore. I mean, all my walls are taken up. So that obsession is gone. Now I have a new addiction. And it's going to stop. I thought about it. I'm smelling myself. I got an addiction for perfume. Not just any kind of perfume. I went in, somebody gave me an Arabian oud. I hope I'm saying it right. Arabian perfume. Arabian oils. And I became addictive. I've been following all the perfumes, and I want it all. And so Christmas, I started collecting. And I started to add up the money that I spend. These perfumes are not cheap. It's cheap compared to a Kilian, my favorite, which I got that habit too. I started out with, I bought Kilian perfume. Back to Black, Phantom, Scarce Wood, Imperial Tea. I just went obsessed with Kilian perfume because I like it. And then somebody said, oh, okay, Arabian Oud is in New York. So when I went in there, I went crazy. And the perfume was so good, I became addictive. So every day FedEx is coming to my house. Perfume from Arabia. Perfume. Smelling good. They smell good. But it's stacking up the money. So easy to get an addiction. Easy to waste money. Because now I have lots of perfume. I like them, but I know I have to stop. So I have to put the money away. Take control of your money. If you don't take control, it will control you. I don't want to be, I'll give you an example. You know I'm a PRN nurse. PRN, some days, some weeks, some months, you working every day. And there's going to be a time when you don't work the whole month. And I'm serious. How you going to pay your bill if you don't have a few shillings in the bank? How you going to eat if you don't have stacks of food in the house? You gotta save your money for a rainy day. And I'm warning you, because something always happens when you have a house, or when you living, or when you're breathing, or when your car breaks down. You gotta have that money. I'm not here to preach. I'm just saying things that happened to me. Here I am. I've been home. I'm home now. I didn't work for a whole week. I'm surviving. I'm okay. I'm doing better than most. That's because I had to learn that lesson. If I didn't put away something, I wouldn't be able to stay. Because in Georgia, and it only happened in the South, and this is the only South I know, in Atlanta, Georgia, if you miss your payment, if you can't pay your mortgage, if you can't pay your rent, if you can't pay your car, when you come home from work, all your belongings is on the lawn. People come and they pick it up. No question asked. The police come in and they allow them to take your stuff and dump it on the lawn, and I hated that. When I used to pass some of the most beautiful neighborhood in Atlanta and see, as a matter of fact, I had a girlfriend She said, I asked her, where she get all those nice furniture in her house? She said she didn't buy anything. She goes and drive around when people foreclose on their house, and when they throw them out and throw their stuff, she gets and pick them up and bring them to her house. So that's what I'm saying. Save your money. If you come into Atlanta, Georgia, they want everything. If my light bill is $200 in Philadelphia, and I don't have it because I'm trying to get everything together every month. $200. I can pay $50 until the next period. They're not gonna cut my light off. When I first got here to Atlanta, Georgia, I think it was, I don't remember how much my light bill was, but I know it was in the hundreds. And I didn't get to pay it on time, and they turned it off. And I had to pay off the 100 and something that I owe plus $250 to turn it back on. You don't get no mercy here. So that's why I'm telling you, is start learning to save your money, nurses, right when you start as a new nurse. Put that little 50, if you starting late in life, $50 every pay period. And if you can manage 50, you bring it up to 100. And if you bring it up to 100, you can bring it up to 500. And if you decide may have a short travel assignment and it pay you a lot of money, put half of that in saving. But do not put your saving account in a local area where you know, and don't get no debit card because you'll forever use it for everything. So have 2 bank accounts. Your savings separate, a place. They have like a credit union, that would be fine too. Now you may hear nurses say, oh, they make 6 figures, they do this, they make a lot of money. I don't know how true it is. I can't tell you I make 6 figures. I don't know what that is. I know I am comfortable and I'm starting late in savings. As a matter of fact, when I first started in nursing, I got involved in dividend reinvestment program. And I used to tell a lot of nurses about it, that I own McDonald's just by buying stocks in a little piece of McDonald's, a piece of GE, a piece of M&M. I mean, 3M I meant. And so forth. And it helped. It helped me to buy another house. So those things can help. If you just Google it, dividend reinvestment program. Whatever the stock, just buy one stock until you can buy more. A lot of money comes through our hands as nurses every day. But it's for us to save it, know what we're doing. Keep your credit good. I try not to, well, I'm getting older, so I have to save. Save your money. Save your money, nurses. I don't have no friends that would say, oh, Patrice, do you want some milk? I'm in Georgia now. Ain't nobody going to give me anything. So I have to do what I have to do, and I'm okay. So being a PRN nurse, we automatically know that we can put away, because some days we may not even work for 2 months. And that's why PRN have more than one job. So I wanted to come out there, nurse. You get your paycheck and it's just gone. It's blow it. And I told you my addiction. I was just I my whole paychecks on perfume. I said, this got to stop. And this habit just start after Christmas. And I'm cutting it as soon as the rest of the last box coming. But after, I'm going to stop after Valentine's. Because I saw this perfume. I got to get it. I can cut it off, believe me. Those perfumes, they're not cheap. They smell good. So don't wait. Don't make the same mistakes I am. Don't make the mistake that many nurse that I know. The reason that some of the older nurse that I've met along the way, I'm sorry, had to come back into nursing because they didn't have any savings. Don't wait. You need to start saving money now. And it little bit helps. Really. You start saving, it will accumulate. So I wanted to come out here and show you ways, tell you ways that your paycheck can stretch. You know, sometimes our paycheck, we say we get a little bit of money. And to me, consistent money, like being full-time, being at a job, paycheck, living paycheck to paycheck, because you're not saving. We have to think a little smarter. When we get a lump sum, we have to save it, because I had to, as a PRN, a single mom, I had to juggle it. So I have to know where everything is. Like, I can sit home and be okay. Not many people can say that. So I wanted to let you know, you gotta start saving. And there's things, if you have a passion for something else, go ahead and do it. That would be a little side income that's coming in that you can save while you're taking your other paycheck, your full-time paycheck, and you're taking care of your bills, you're taking care of student loans. Some people write books. Some people sell stuff on eBay. That's a little extra income. Some people, one nurse I know definitely drive Uber, sorry, or Lyft. That's extra income coming in. When I was working and I was doing double, I find that you were in a different tax bracket and they were taking out most of your check. And I wasn't really saving because I didn't even cook. Because you're working so much, you're eating at the fast food. You have to have Starbucks in the morning to keep you up. So most of my money was still going out. It wasn't being saved. Had I saved all those money, I would be pretty good shape. So my advice to new nurse, to just start saving. The moment you get your first paycheck, it's better if they automatically take it out of your account into a savings account. I don't like that. But I'm diligent of putting something in. If I can't put 100, I'll put 50, just to keep it going, feeling like, yeah, I'm saving. And I just forget about it. Forget that I have an account somewhere. And it helps. But if it's an emergency, I know that I have to go back. Like when I had to you may have a leak in your house, the car breakdown, you have money to do something. What can I say? I hope this is money. A lot of people don't like to talk about money. And the reason why You know, sometimes you hear nurses say, oh, you can make $50 an hour, you can make $40 an hour. I had a nursing agency. You may think, oh, that's money. There's several ways to make money. And I feel like the people who, if I was getting $20 an hour consistently, I would be able to save more. At the time when I was younger, but I just was just wasted. It's wasted. And if we start when we're young, we still have time now. I mean, I'm not saying you can start now. What can I say? Save, 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 saving money now so that in the long run. Do you know how I feel to come back into nursing? When I hear the nurses, the older nurses that wish they could retire, they run up debt. Some people, because we're such a caring person, we put our kids first. We forgot ourselves. But what I want you to learn, nurse, if you haven't learned anything that I've been saying all along, I just want you to take care of yourself. Save something that you can enjoy yourself later. You may want to take a trip, and if all the money goes to the kids, all the money in the house, and you have nothing for yourself, you come to work, you become bitter, you become angry that you have to work every day to stay afloat. You can't take a vacation, you can't do anything. So save now, nurses. Don't wait. Take control of your money. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like, share. Thank you.